Regardless of who you were, Garry Walz got you to believe you could do anything. He was the most unselfish scholar I ever worked with. He was a guy that really created the internet before it happened.
He developed a program called Eric Cass that enabled you to search all of the research done in career development and counseling and in education in general before the internet.
Bob Chope, NCDA Eminent Career Award winner, wrote, "Garry was the visionary with the Eric Clearinghouse in creating vistas, always on the cutting edge and involved in some form of technology. If you were doing a dissertation or preparing a paper, there was a compendium of information available that people needed and used."
He made so many contributions to the profession through research, through introducing new counselors into the field.
Garry was about sharing whatever he had, sharing his ideas, sharing his resources, sharing the people with whom he interacted. He was what I would call a true leader.
Garry Walz meant two things to NCDA members. One is a career that you love can last over a lifespan. That's the first. And the second thing that I remember was courage.
Ever the optimist from early on, Garry lived a life of service. An NCDA Eminent Career Award winner and former ACA president, Garry served as Robert Smith's PhD advisor. Robert, an ACA president, wrote, "Everyone loves and respects this man. Garry was bigger than life. He was a naturalist, an explorer, a photographer. In his presence, you always felt better. He listened, responded, cajoled. He was the kind of person you wanted to be around."
Garry was amazing as a person. He was very important, a giant in our field, and yet if you talked to him, he was down to earth. He treated everybody equally. There was never a sense that he thought he was more important than you were.
Jeannie Bluer, Garry's devoted and loving partner and professional collaborator at Eric, Counseling Outfitters, and Vistas, described Garry as a fun-loving, warm-hearted, and high-energy adventurer who saw every individual as better and bigger than they believed themselves to be. An NCDA Centennial Award winner, Dick Nodell, wrote, "Most people don't know how generous Garry was. He sought out young practitioners with good ideas and worked to get them published. He was also one of the first counselor educators to focus on the ethical ways of providing virtual counseling instead of condemning it."
Garry's contributions with the ERIC system were really instrumental in my learning and development, both in my undergraduate and graduate studies. I was glued to the ERIC system quite a bit at the library, really looking at research, and it broadened my scope.
He truly was a trailblazer, not only what he did with Eric Cass, but what he did with the Vistas project, and then what he continued to give back. And for that, we have a very, very deep debt of gratitude to my friend Garry Walz.
To live life fully, be more creative, to be kinder, to be more inclusive, and live with compassion. To do that is to appreciate the legacy of Garry Walz.